Good evening, everyone. I'm Rory Johnston. Thanks for joining us. Nashville's candidates for mayor squared off right here on News Channel 5 earlier tonight to try to win your vote. We have a full recap of tonight's debate in just a moment. But before Megan Barry and David Fox took the stage tonight, each earned some important endorsements.
Do everything I can to make sure that the next mayor of this city is a female and that that person is Megan Barry.
Yeah, that's more than 100 members of the African American community coming together today to support Barry for mayor at Jefferson Street Baptist Church. Many of them cite crime and education as big issues they want improved in Nashville. Analysts say Bill Freeman and Howard Gentry split the African American vote in the August election, coming in third and fourth place. Depending on how many come out to vote in the runoff, this voting bloc could be a major deciding factor in the race. In a phone interview earlier today, David Fox told us he's still confident. He's been knocking on doors and says he has a lot of support on the ground.
People in the media and the talking heads kind of they talk about the African American vote, and that's a big mistake. You know, African American voters have a diversity of opinions.
Fox received an endorsement from the Fraternal Order of Police this afternoon, and still analysts say the big question that will decide the race is who shows up to the polls come Election Day. David Fox earlier tonight during the debate brought up that endorsement from the police. Both of them were trying to win your vote, and also they talked to each other a little bit. Our Todd Walker was there tonight at Vanderbilt along with me and the others, and a recap where the candidates did kind of go after each other a little bit.
They did, but it took a little while to get there as the debates, it started off like most of the others have with the issues that we've heard about for quite a while, the affordable housing, charter schools, traffic, all of that. They're issues that have been talked about for this entire campaign, but about halfway through the debate, the tone changed, and so did the subject, to issues of how Nashville spends its money. Even though Nashville is booming, the city had to reach into its rainy day fund to cover a $75 million budget gap this past year. David Fox, he went after Megan Barry for approving the mayor's budget.
I was just astonished that there could be any use of fund balance in reserves in great economic times. It's just not how I'll do things.
This has been an ongoing conversation about David's fear-mongering about our overall debt. Our debt is in a place where our outside investors, Moody's, rating organizations look at us and say, you have been conservatively, physically responsible.
News Channel 5 political analyst Pat Nolan says Fox's strategy was to paint Barry as the incumbent in the race, as she tried to portray herself as Carl Dean's partner over the last 8 years. And if you missed tonight's debate, we've got clips on newschannel5.com. Early voting, it's already underway, and Election Day is on September 10th. And it was interesting how they both used Carl Dean to either paint themselves to look better or to make themselves look better than the other candidate. Of course, Megan Barry wanted to say that she was there the whole time when these big decisions were made, and David Fox is saying, you were there when those decisions are made, and now we've got to deal with all the spending that we've been doing.
A lot of comments on social media about the debate, and I'll point out as the moderator, we gave them both as a fair amount of time each. In some cases, one candidate used a full amount of time, maybe a little bit more, and the other candidate replied and just stopped. So we moved on to the next question.
And the candidates sometimes are more succinct when they're making their points. They also can be a little long-winded. And so making one point for one candidate may take 8 seconds. Making one point for another candidate may take like 15 or 20 seconds.
I can tell you the hour goes fast.
Yes, it does.
Todd, thanks so much. Be sure, folks, to take part in our online poll. News Channel 5 conducting the only independent scientific poll in the mayor's race. We partnered with the Cubian Research to find out how you feel about the candidates and the issues we face. It's available right now on our website. Take part at newschannel5.com.